Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphoneenvy. I'm here with a great little face-off for us today. The Samsung Galaxy S2 versus the Motorola Droid Bionic. You can find the Galaxy S2 on at&t, Sprint, as well as T-Mobile, and the Motorola Droid Bionic is available through Verizon. Before we get started, I want to thank the good folks over at Best Buy Mobile for setting me up with the Motorola Droid Bionic. If you're in need of a smartphone, make sure you stop by Best Buy Mobile and pick one up. All right, let's kick off our face-off. Galaxy S2. Weighs in at a very light 116 grams. Sports a 4.3-inch Super AMOLED Plus capacitive display with a resolution of 480 by 800. Upper left-hand corner, you've got a front-facing 2-megapixel camera for video calls. Below the display, you've got 2 touch-sensitive keys, back key, main menu key, 1 physical home key. On the back, got a nice 8-megapixel camera with LED flash. Video captures 1080p Full HD. Lower right-hand corner is the phone speaker. Underneath the battery cover, you've got a 1650 milliamp hour battery rated at 8 hours and 30 minutes of talk time. Up on top, 3.5mm headphone jack along with one of the microphones. On the right-hand side is the power and lock key. On the bottom is another microphone along with the micro USB port, and on the left-hand side is the volume rocker. All right, take a look at the Motorola Droid Bionic. Weighs in at 159 grams, so definitely the heavier of the two. Also offers a 4.3-inch display, this time's TFT QHD capacitive touch display, resolution of 540 by 960. Has a front-facing VGA camera upper left for video calls, and below the display you have 4 touch-sensitive keys from right, search key, back key, home key, and main menu key. On the back of the Bionic, you've got a 8-megapixel camera, again, this time with a dual LED flash. Video capture again is 1080p Full HD. Lower left-hand corner is the phone speaker. Up on top, power and lock key as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right-hand side is the volume rocker. On the bottom, you've got a microphone right here. And on the left-hand side, dedicated HDMI out along with the micro USB port. All right, as far as processors, Samsung Galaxy S2 offers Samsung's 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Exynos processor. On the Motorola Droid Bionic, you're going to get a 1 gigahertz dual-core Texas Instruments OMAP processor. As far as memory, both offer 1 gigabyte of RAM. As far as internal storage, the Galaxy S2 comes in 2 versions, either 16 or 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Droid Bionic comes with 16 gigabytes of internal storage. Both handle micro SD card support up to an additional 32 gigabytes. As far as Wi-Fi, Galaxy S2 offers 802.11 ABGNN support for DLNA and HDMI out. HDMI out is through a USB adapter. On the Droid Bionic, 802.11 BGNN, no A Wi-Fi, 802.11. Also supports DLNA and has a dedicated HDMI out. As far as Bluetooth, Galaxy S2 offers version 3.0 with support for high-speed data transfer. The Droid Bionic supports version 2.1 with support for A2DP. Both offer GPS with support for AGPS. Both can be used as Wi-Fi hotspots. Operating system is Android 2.3 Gingerbread on both. The user interface on the Galaxy S2 is Samsung TouchWiz 4.0, excuse me, and on the Droid Bionic it's Moto Blur. All right, as you can see, I stopped by the Android market and downloaded the Quadrant Center benchmark test on both our combatants. So what do you say we kick this off? Get a good clean start on both and run them through. Let the whole thing run through. It gives you a good look at the displays on both. Again, you've got the 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Exynos processor on the Galaxy S2 and the Texas Instruments 1 gigahertz OMAP processor on the Motorola Droid Bionic, both running with 1 gigabyte of RAM. Alright, we've got both of them done here. On the Bionic, came back 2541, and on the Galaxy S2, 3431. So our Quadrant Center benchmark test winner by a lot is the Galaxy S2. Alright, let's run our unofficial speed test. I just booted up both devices. You can see the Galaxy S2 has 640 megabytes of free RAM of its 1 gigabyte, and the Motorola Droid Bionic has 479 megabytes of free memory out of its 1 gigabyte of memory, and we'll go to the home screens on both and let's open some apps. Boy, I couldn't tell. Contacts, that was the Galaxy S2. Maps, that was the Galaxy S2. Oop, pushed it one too many times. Try Gmail. That looked to be the Galaxy S2, but kind of hard to tell. Let's try the calendar. My fault, didn't hit it cleanly. Let's go to Market. Again, they're both running off the same Wi-Fi network, and that was the Galaxy S2. Let's try the camera on both. My bad, didn't hit it clean. Boy, I'm not doing a very good job today. Let's end this with Fandango, third party. And that looks like the Galaxy S2. Let's watch the trailer and see who spools it up quicker. Anyway, it looks like it's the Galaxy S2, but not by a heck of a lot. They're pretty evenly matched. I'd say the Galaxy S2 seems a little bit quicker, but not by a heck of a lot. So there's our unofficial speed test. All right, what do you say we run our YouTube comparison? And I'm having a hard time getting these guys to search the same place, so we're actually going to watch a Smartphoneenvy review. Sorry to do that to you, but easiest way to do it. Again, they're both running off the same Wi-Fi network, and we're off. That was pretty close to even. Both set up for HQ. And we've got the Galaxy S2 up first. Give you a look at the screen quality as well.
Smartphoneenvy, we got a great face-off for you today. Between probably the two most popular phones on the planet at the moment, the Apple iPhone 4 and Samsung Galaxy S2. The predecessor to the Galaxy.
All right, let's see if we can find one more. Again, the Galaxy S2 is the first to spool it up. All right, there's a look at a couple of YouTube videos, and the Galaxy S2 definitely was quicker at threading up and spooling up the video and playing it as opposed to the Droid Bionic, although it wasn't far behind. All right, time for our little gaming extravaganza. I know this is your favorite part of all the reviews I do, and we'll kick this off with the Droid Bionic, and we're off. And again, the fact I'm doing this through a camera can make it a little bit more difficult. Oh. So much for that shortcut, huh? Where's my ramp? There it is. Yeah, baby. Good air. All right. Let's try the Galaxy S2. And we're off. Alright, there's a look at our gaming extravaganza on the Droid Bionic and Galaxy S2. Let's try a little navigating on our two combatants here. Try and kick them off at the same time. Navigate to pavilions.
southwest on St. Croix Court toward Bayport Way.
As you can hear, it was not an issue for either one. Both of them grabbed it real quick. And again, we're getting voice guided turn-by-turn navigation for absolutely free. Let me turn off the, put those on mute and scroll around a little bit. And you can see absolutely no issues. Redraws relatively quickly. QHD display looks great. Watch it redraw. Yeah, very nice. Alright, Super AMOLED Plus. Nice and quick. Zoom in a little bit. A little closer look. Don't seem to be any issues. Pinch to zoom, zoom out. Both of them handle navigation very, very well.